and welcome back. My name is Emelie, and in this video we are going to create 2 fall themed cards using some new products from Trinity stamps. I'm sharing or showing you here at the screen the fabulous Foliage 6x6 stamp and layering stencil set. I just love this one. I think it's fabulous. You can see this large stamp that you can stamp in just black like I'm doing here, or heat emboss, or do a resist technique with, or yeah, you can do a lot of fun things with this stamp set. You can see how nice impression that gave me. And then I will go in and create some fall leaves. I know some of the other girls on the design team created an ombre effect with teal colors. I thought that was a really fun idea, but I took 2 colors that I think you can find on fall leaves here. So just an orange and a yellow for my first layer here. And I'm using a combination of Trinity's old and new blending brushes, if you're wondering what I am sharing here on screen. And I also used a combination of pinkish, reddish and yellow. No, sorry, not yellow, orange. I love that combination. I think it's a really pretty one. And then we have, soon here you will see another color combination that also is really pretty. I believe it has green and yellow in it. So I'm just going to peel it up and you can see how beautiful that is. Putting away my inks, laying up my next stencil here using some low-tack adhesive and holding my paper down. So this one is yellow color. It's a really deep yellow, and then I have a green here to blend with the yellow. You can see that really also looks nice. I think a purple and an orange that sort of together created a brown shade in between would have been really nice as well. For my last one, I used that pinkish red color together with the green. That is also an interesting color combination, and I really like how it turns out for these fall leaves. You can see you create some muddy brown colors in the transition, but for these projects I don't mind that at all. I think that actually looks really good. So this is our last stencil, and here is the reveal. It's really fun. Off camera I heat embossed the large thank you die, and you can see I had a lot of overfoiling. You really have to play with your dies and your settings on your machine. I cleaned it up so it looks like this, so I didn't foil it again. You can always use an eraser to take the exit foil away. I will be careful not going over the entire image, but if you're really careful it really works out nicely. So I wanted to create 2 cards, and I wanted to preserve a part of that upper spot. So I used one of the modern embossing rectangles. I believe this one is from the slightly larger pack. It's the A7 card sizes, I believe. And to create a perfect card base for that layering panel, I just measured and scored, so I had the perfect card base. And for a mat here I just used my trimmer and cut down a piece of cardstock that matched the stamping that we did, or the inking that we did. And to tie everything together I used some foam adhesive to the back, and then I carefully pressed it in place. On top of this I will then put the thank you sentiment. That really is one large die, so yeah, it can be a little bit hard on screen actually to see how nice that is. And here you can see I'm prepping another piece of cardstock with an anti-static powder tool. I cut down an A2 from the A2 modern embossed rectangles this time as well, and now I'm using a sticky mat inside of my MISTI to keep my cardstock in place, and then I can use some wow embossing ink, peel that away and use some embossing powder. And this one I used gold for. It's also from Wow, I believe it's the gilded one. It's one of the newer. I believe it was released in February or something like that. Really cute. Heat set that off camera and started to create my sentiments. So I used the Simply Sentimental Thankful for both of my cards, or sorry, for this card, and I just love it. You can see I cut my vellum piece out of Trinity's vellum, and then I gold like matte finished gold cardstock on top of that, and then we can raise it up. You can see I used one strip of that like homemade pattern paper that we created and had that go across our embossed panel. And to have a companion sentiment, I took one from that same stamp set, and then I used Trinity's what is it called, stamping blocks. I believe you can say stamping blocks, acrylic blocks, I don't know, but you can see the thing that holds your stamp. And then I did some white embossing on top. I'm doing that a couple of times in different directions just to get a good coverage. I heat set that off camera once more. I did some splatters to our panel here. I tried my best to line everything up. I think it's okay, maybe not 100% straight, but I think it's okay. And then we have our strip that I will have go slightly at an angle going across. I'm trying to get it lined up, but I think I messed up a little bit, but it's okay. It's a homemade card, and I think it's straight enough for the recipient to not be distracted by it. And the sentiment will also cover it up if it's slightly offset. So you can see how the sentiment that we heat set also looks. And thankful and grateful, I think that it's a cute sentiment to have on this card. It's just a really sweet fall card that you can send out and let people know that you're thinking about them. And I of course love the mention, so I had to cut down a couple of small strips of adhesive just to bring that up a little bit from our pattern paper. So that pretty much finished our two projects. I hope you got inspired to play with the new fabulous Foliage 6x6 stamp and layering stencils. I had a blast creating these. Let me know in the comments down below which of the projects you like the most. And all of the products that I use in this video will be linked down below. And until next time, have a great day. Bye!